How's it going? It is a beautiful Friday afternoon. Just got home, left work a little early, and getting ready to head out to Gregory's Bald, campsite number 13. It's been on my bucket list forever, and I'm super excited to get out there. It should be beautiful. I've been to the campsite several times, I've just never stayed there, so I think it's a good kind of return to making YouTube videos again. I haven't made a video in I think like 7 or 8 months, and I've probably been on like at least 15 or 20 backpacking trips since my last video. So just feel like I need to get the camera back out. Honestly, I just get lazy and don't feel like bringing all the gear along and editing and all that. So getting back at it, and hopefully you guys really enjoy this video. It's a campsite, like I said, that I've been wanting to go to for a very long time, and it's a really special place up there. So looking forward to it, and I'll check in when we get to the trailhead. Here we are at Gregory Ridge Trail right here, and we're gonna be heading up to campsite 13 for the night to go camping. Never been to this campsite. It's like always closed for bear activity, so I've been wanting to go for like a year, and we're gonna get it done. I got the crew with me. Everybody getting ready here. Shelby, Draven, Lauren on her first backpacking trip. So we're gonna make it happen. I'm excited. It's beautiful up there. I've day hiked it several times, but I've never been able to actually stay up there. So we got a much later start than I wanted to. We left work around noon and had some hiccups, so we weren't able to get out here until like 3 o'clock. It's like an hour drive for us, and they had to get some snacks and stuff, and just had some hiccups. A little bit of rain came through as well, so we're finally here. We're gonna do it. I'm hoping we can make it up there in like 3 hours, so we have a little bit of daylight. Water source might be a little questionable, but we're gonna figure it out. Let's get it done. Gnarly blowdown right here.
Just record me.
Lauren made her way through. It's yeah, obviously we're very fortunate to not have gotten any severe effects from the hurricane, but still a lot of wind and rain came through here, and that's probably not the last one of those we're going to come across, but it wasn't too bad. We're going to keep on trekking. Legs are warmed up. Got a little sweat on. How are we feeling, Shelby?
Good.
Draven?
Feeling good, baby.
Lauren, how are we feeling? You all right?
I'm good.
Lauren's good. She's drinking water though. Really pretty trail. The first mile or so, we're only 1.5 miles in. It's super easy, very flat section of trail. The elevation really starts to kick in once you get past campsite number 12, which I guess we're like another mile or so from, I don't know. But that's where it really starts to get steep. It is a steep trail at that point, so I imagine we'll be taking a lot of breaks. You got that first mile done in like 20 minutes, so we're making pretty good pace as of right now, but I imagine we'll slow down and probably be in the mid to upper 20s, you know, once we hit that slope. So looking forward to it. It's just so beautiful up there. I hope we can make it up there in a good amount of time to be able to set up camp and then go catch the sunrise or the sunset, sorry, because that's the great thing about Gregory Bald, is you can see both the sunrise and the sunset simultaneously, or not simultaneously, but from the same point. You can see sunrise and sunset, so that's really cool. Just absolutely beautiful up there. Our weather's perfect today. I think it's like low 70s right now, and it's probably going to get down into the maybe the high 40s up on the Bald at night. The Bald sits a little over 5,000 feet in elevation, so it'll be a little chilly up there, but we're all prepared for it. Here's what this section of the trail looks like. It's really pretty, just classic Smoky's trail, rhododendron everywhere, and super pretty. So I'll check back in next time we take another break. It'll probably be once we hit that elevation, so we'll check in later. All right, we're almost halfway. Stop for a little break at a beautiful little overlook here. Draven's sitting on the rock. Definitely hit some of the elevation gain, but we're doing all right.
You're the pit cart.
Taking pictures. Beautiful views here though, aren't there?
My goodness.
Nice views, huh, Draven?
Yes, sir. To say the least.
Definitely seeing some of the leaves change in those higher elevations. Starting to look very brown up there. So shouldn't be too long before we're in that prime Smokies fall. Less than a month, I'd say, but we're gonna keep trekking.
Little dots that are like.
We're cussing.
Check in. Camera's a little steamy. Let's do a morale check. Draven, how we feeling?
Feeling great, baby. I'm the leader now. I took over the lead spot.
He did start leading. He's taking on those spider webs. I normally do that. Larry, how we feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Good.
I'm ready for the top.
We got like 2 miles left, and I think we'll make it in time for sunset. So that's good. And then we'll set up camp, and then definitely gonna try to find that water source, which could prove to be tricky, but we'll get it done. So we'll see you at the top, most likely. Made it to the top.
We made it.
We made it. Got a really good view of Cade's Cove. Just kind of chilling, snacking. Got a Sammy here, and just gonna take it in for a little bit. Head down to camp in about probably 10-15 minutes and try to get set up while we have a sliver of daylight left. So I'll catch you there. Made it to camp. It is dark. Everyone's getting set up. Can't see anything, but I'll give a good campsite tour in the morning. So time to pitch the tent.
Cart, we need help.
I got you. It's fire time. Best part of the night. We got a pretty good one going. It's a beautiful campsite. Shelby's over there. I don't know if you can see her. Lauren's over here.
Hey.
We're sipping on that authentic East Tennessee moonshine and enjoying the fire, getting warm. It's a little chilly. Not too bad.
Can they see
though.
the stars? Or no?
I don't think the camera's gonna see the stars, but the stars are looking really good. We're gonna go out to Gregory Bald here probably a little bit later to try to get a better view of it, but right now we're just hanging out by the fire before we make dinner and having a great time. So I'll probably record another clip once we start making dinner, and then certainly when we go to the Bald for the stars. Alright, vibe check from the crew.
Bye.
Shelby, how are we doing?
10 out of 10 vibe.
10 out of 10?
10 out of 10.
Draven and Lauren, 10 out of 10?
10 out of 10.
We're just hanging out with the fire, listening to some good music. I got a hot dog going on the stick, eating it with some cookout sauce. If you know, you know. If you don't, you gotta try it. We're gonna head to the Bald soon, look at some stars. The stars, I mean, just looking from our campsite, they look incredible, but we've got a great fire going, and we're just kind of hanging out, chilling. Shelby's vibing with the fire, staying nice and warm. It is pretty nippy up here, I would say.
I feel good.
We step away from the fire and we're gonna be pretty cold, but everyone's hanging out.
Gotta heat up a
So
little bit, baby.
heading to the Bald soon, so we'll check in then. Morning. It's a little late now. I woke up around like 7:30 or so. We got some rain in the early morning, and got out of the tent about 7:30, and just kind of been hanging out. It's about 9:30 now, and we just got done with breakfast and everything. So but here's the campsite during the day. We got in here pretty late, so I couldn't record anything, but It's beautiful. I mean, it really is just a wonderful spot. Shockingly flat for how high we are, and just a really good spot. I think from what I've counted, there's like 4 or 5 fire rings, and I think Draven and I are gonna head over soon and refill all our water and stuff before we go back down. So I'll show you the water source. It's really not that bad. Everything I was finding online, it said it was like a 1/4 mile away, but I really don't think it's even that far. It's not a bad hike at all, and you'll be able to hear the water source when you're getting close to it, which is something I was kind of worried about. So hopefully that's good information, help somebody out, because I spent hours researching about the water source here and couldn't find anything. So I'll show you how it is, and we'll do a morale check here. Shelby, morale check.
Oh, hi, good.
Morale check.
I heard coyotes last night and they were going crazy. Not far away at all.
Draven heard coyotes last night. There was definitely a lot of like activity here at night. Little animals scurrying around and stuff. Very active, but I think that's just kind of the time of year. So over here there's like 2 more fire rings, and then maybe I think there's 3 more. There's one way back there, there's one there, and there's one over there, and then obviously ours, and I think there's 1 more over in that direction. So good number of fire rings, pretty well spaced out. I think this site holds 15 people, so I know it can get really busy, which is why I'm shocked we have it to ourselves, or at least right now. It's fully booked for tonight, but we went on a Friday night and only one's here. So it's a beautiful campsite. Last night we did go to the Bald to try to find some stars, but we didn't see anything. It was all, there was a huge cloud that rolled in, so that was really cool because I mean, you couldn't see really more than 6 feet in front of you, and just kind of a spooky, kind of cool vibe to it. So camped inside of a cloud, got some pretty good rain. It was coming down a little bit, but it's been a really fun trip so far. So we're gonna kind of finish up eating and everything, go get some more water, pack up camp, and head back down. Okay, going to fill up our water for the rest of the hike and rinse off the dishes. The best route to the water is to head down the Gregory Bald trail this way, and there's a little spring there that it's not great, and we did just have some like historic levels of flooding, so I think it's flowing a little better than usual, but it's the headwater of Panther Creek, and we can hear water rushing when we're walking up to it. So I think just about any time of year it's a reliable source, but I'd say it's maybe a 5-minute walk or so. Yeah, probably right at about a 1/4 mile. So I'll check in when we get there. Okay, we're at the spring and it's flowing all right. Here's what we got to work with. So areas of little flow there, certainly capable of filling up like a bladder for a water filter. It's not the best water source I've ever had access to, but it certainly gets the job done. So it's also really pretty through here. So we're gonna get our water filled up and head back. Yeah, this spring is actually really nice. We found this little good spot of flow where we were filling up our water. Like I said, we did just have a lot of rain, but this looks like there's a lot of little springs coming out of the rocks here, and I think this would be a pretty reliable water source. So campsite 13, water's good.
Keep on rocking and rocking and...
This is nice, you can do a liter at a time too.
Yeah.
On the way back now at the Bald. We're feeling great. This breeze is incredible. And I'm loving every second of it. This is just, it's such a beautiful place. I mean, just this nice meadowy sort of southern Appalachian Bald. It's a great place to be. Just so pretty, the trees out in the distance, and obviously it's a lot better when the flowers are blooming. We're gonna do that hike every year until I can't walk anymore. It's just, that's a really special time to be up here. But even outside of that, it's just so beautiful up here. Great view of Cades Cove. I'm not sure how well the camera picks that up, but really good view of Cades Cove. And Draven and Lauren and Shelby are taking pictures, but it's great. Morale's high right now and we're loving it. So we're ready for the hike back. And I mean, look at this, just dual-sided mountain views. You see LeConte way out there in the distance. Just wonderful. How are we feeling, guys?
Feeling great.
Isn't it pretty?
Beautiful.
Yeah, we're gonna hike back, so might not check back in before we get to the car, but
Yeah, we will.
yeah, we might. We may or we may not. We'll see you when we do, though. all done. Back at the car. Trip's over. Lauren, first backpacking trip. How was it?
15 out of 10.
Lauren had a great time. Let's go. Shelby, what do you think?
It was a great time. Super pretty. Hard
Nice.
hike though.
Yeah. Draven's a little dizzy.
I had a great time. Had a really good time.
Had a great time. But time to head back, and it was a great trip, great campsite. Definitely want to go back there.
Great people.
Really for a longer trip next time too. But yeah, ready to get home and get some food, but I'll check in later. All right, trip complete. Just got back home. Everybody went their separate ways, so that was a really good trip. That was great. Lauren's first trip, I think she had a good time. That campsite is wonderful. It might be one of my new favorites in the whole national park. It's really impressive how big it is and how flat and open it is, despite obviously it being on top of a mountain. And we had wonderful weather. I mean, I think it got down maybe like upper 50s at night. So it wasn't too cold, especially with the fire. It felt great. Stars were amazing. The water source wasn't near as bad as I expected it to be, so everything was great. I mean, my only complaint about it is obviously the water did require a little bit of a hike, but that's really no big deal, so I can hardly even say it's a complaint. It's a great campsite. Obviously the proximity to the Bald is incredible, being able to just walk up there. I really would like to do like a 2-day trip up there next time, because it is a pretty strenuous hike, especially with the pack on. So it was a great trip. Definitely gonna want to redo that, do something very similar. Really enjoyed it, and yeah, just looking forward to the next one. So I hope everyone enjoyed the video and found it informative. Like I said earlier, I have not been able to find very much information on campsite 13, so thought I would come out and make a video about it, just to, you know, help people that want to go there in the future. So I definitely recommend it. It's awesome. It's closed a lot due to bear activity, so if you have a chance to go up there, get up there, it's incredible. So looking forward to the next trip.